Long, long ago, before Jesus was born, I was a prophet in the land of Israel. A prophet is someone who listens carefully for God's voice and then helps people hear God's message. The people around me were tired and worried. Sometimes they felt like they were walking in the dark, but God gave me a message of hope, and I shared it with everyone. I said, the people who walk in darkness will see great light. I told them that God would send a child, yes, a child, who would grow up to show us what God's love looks like. I said this child would bring joy where there was sadness, peace where there was fighting, and hope where people felt afraid. I said he would be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. I said, pay attention, watch for the light, hope is coming. And now, here we are, waiting once again for the child God promised, waiting for the light of the world, waiting for Jesus. So let the waiting begin and let the story unfold.
There was a young girl who was engaged to a man named Joseph. Joseph was the great-great-great-great-great-grandson of King David.
I'm King David, and I promise a great king will come from my family.
One morning, this girl was minding her own business when suddenly a great warrior of light appeared right there in her bedroom.
It was Gabriel, a special messenger from heaven. When she saw the tall, shining being standing there, Mary was frightened.
You don't need to be scared. God is very happy with you.
Mary looked around to see if perhaps Gabriel was talking to someone else.
Mary, here is the plan God has for you. You are going to have a baby, a little boy. You will call him Jesus. He is God's own son. He will reign over God's people like King David did.
The God who flung the planets into space and kept them whirling around and around. The God who made the universe with just a word. The one who could do anything at all was coming down as a baby.
Wait, God was sending a baby to rescue the world?
But I'm not married. Why would you choose me to be Jesus' mother? How will this be? The Holy Spirit will make this happen. Is anything too wonderful for God?
But Mary's mind was racing. What will Joseph think? Will he believe? Mary was nervous.
So Mary trusted God more than what her eyes could see, and she believed.
I am God's servant. Whatever God says, I will do.
But Mary's mind was racing. What will Joseph think? Will he believe? Mary was nervous.
When Mary told Joseph about the angel and about giving birth to God's son, he did just what she was afraid he would do. He didn't believe her. He talked about not marrying her anymore. Mary felt so sad, but she remembered what the angel said and she trusted God.
Joseph knew that the people would talk about Mary behind her back because she wasn't married and he didn't want that to happen to her. So he planned to stop the engagement quietly. That seemed like a good plan to Joseph. He went to sleep, planning to tell Mary the next morning.
While he was sleeping, A messenger from God came to him and said,
Mary's baby is very special, and the Holy Spirit is the reason he will be born. When the baby is born, name him Jesus. Don't be afraid, Joseph. This is the baby Isaiah was talking about so many years ago.
When Joseph woke up from that dream, he decided to do just what the messenger from God told him to do.
I'm not scared for you to be my wife, Mary. We'll be together and we'll name the boy Jesus.
Mary ran to visit her cousin Elizabeth. She had an exciting surprise to share. Elizabeth was going to have a baby, and Mary wanted to tell her that she was going to have a baby too.
Hello, Elizabeth. Are you surprised to see me?
Elizabeth stared at Mary with big, wide eyes. She was so excited to see Mary that she didn't know what to say. The sound of Mary's voice even made the baby inside Elizabeth wiggle and squirm for joy. Without even asking, Elizabeth knew the secret Mary wanted to tell her.
Mary, God has blessed you and God has blessed the baby you'll have. As soon as you said hello to me, my own baby wiggled with happiness inside of me.
Mary was so full of joy that her words sounded like a beautiful song. On the fourth Sunday of Advent, we read them together as a canticle, which is another word for a song.
My soul is so happy I can't stop singing about God's kindness to me, a lowly servant. From now on, everyone will know that I have been blessed. God has done great things for me, and God's name is holy.
God's heart goes out to those who walk the right way in every generation, young and old.
God is strong enough to scatter proud people in every direction. God picks up those who think they're better than others and flings them off their fancy chairs. But he picks up those who are sad and lifts their chins so they can hold their heads high again. God has done great things for me, and God's name is holy. God feeds hungry people the best food they've ever eaten. And when people with too much get in line, God says, enough already.
God remembers his promise of mercy and has come to help out all the people of Israel. God remembers his promise of mercy to Father Abraham's children forever.
God has done great things for me, and God's name is holy.
Mary stayed with Elizabeth for 3 months. They had so much fun getting ready for their babies and talking about what their children might be like when they grew up. When the time came for Mary to leave, she felt sad.
God be with you and your baby until we see each other again.
God be with you and your baby too, Mary.
We have to go to Bethlehem. Emperor Augustus has ordered that all the people need to be counted.
But Joseph, what about our baby? He will be born soon.
We'll go slowly, Mary. Bethlehem will be crowded. We need to leave now.
So Mary and Joseph journeyed to Bethlehem, the city of David, to be counted along with all the other people.